The thoughts that followed you throughout the day slowly loosen their grip. The conversations that refuse to leave your mind become quieter. The list of tomorrow's tasks drifts farther into the distance. Nothing has been solved, nothing has disappeared, yet somehow, none of it feels quite so heavy anymore. Perhaps that is what peaceful places do. They don't erase life's worries. They simply remind us that we don't have to carry them every second of every day. A cool breeze carries the scent of salt, cedar, and lavender. It is a familiar scent, even if you've never stood here before. The old wooden door of the lighthouse waits at the end of the path. Its oak has grown smooth after many years beneath the wind and rain. The brass handle catches the moonlight. Before you reach for it, the door opens. Not suddenly, not mysteriously, just gently, as though an old friend had been watching from inside. Warm light spills across the stone steps. The comforting aroma of tea, old books, and a crackling fire drifts into the cool night air. Inside, the world feels wonderfully still. The entrance hall was lit by the gentle glow of oil lamps, resting upon polished wooden shelves. Their warm light danced softly across stone walls that had stood watch over the sea for longer than anyone could remember. Nothing inside the lighthouse felt grand. Nothing needed to. Its beauty came from quiet things. A woven rug that had softened beneath many footsteps. A coat hanging patiently beside the door. A kettle singing gently above the fire. And books. Books everywhere. Some rested neatly upon shelves. Others waited in small stacks beside comfortable chairs, each one looking as though it had only just been placed there. The scent of cedar wood mixed with old paper and freshly brewed tea. It was the sort of smell that made the shoulders relax without even noticing. Near the fireplace stood an elderly man. His silver hair caught the warm light like threads of moonlight. His face carried gentle lines earned through years of smiling. Not hurried smiles, not polite smiles, but the kind shared with old friends. He looked up. His eyes were kind, deep, peaceful, as though they had watched countless storms pass across the sea and had learned that every storm, no matter how fierce, eventually gives way to calm waters. He smiled. "Good evening." His voice was soft enough to blend with the crackling fire. "I've been expecting you." There was no surprise in his expression, no questions, no curiosity about who had arrived, only the quiet certainty that another traveler had found the lighthouse exactly when they needed it. "You've had a long journey." He lifted a small teapot from beside the hearth. Steam curled lazily into the room. But journeys become lighter once they're shared with someone. He poured tea into two simple porcelain cups. The tea glowed amber beneath the firelight. It carried the comforting scent of honey, chamomile, and just the faintest touch of cinnamon. He offered one cup with both hands. "There is no rush here. Nothing asks anything of you tonight." Outside, the waves continued their endless conversation with the shore. Inside, time itself seemed to slow. The chair beside the fireplace welcomed you like an old favorite. Its cushions had softened through years of quiet evenings. The keeper settled into the chair opposite for several peaceful moments. Neither of you spoke. There was no awkwardness in the silence. Some silences asked to be filled. This one did not. The fire crackled gently, a log shifted. Tiny golden sparks floated upward before disappearing into the chimney. The keeper wrapped both hands around his cup. "Many people believe this lighthouse was built only for ships." He smiled gently. "It certainly helps them. But ships are not the only things that lose their way." His eyes drifted toward the round window overlooking the sea. "I've welcomed teachers who forgot how to rest." He smiled. "Gardeners who worked until they could no longer hear the birds. Sailors who crossed oceans yet never found a quiet harbor within themselves." He looked back. "And parents." A warmth entered his voice. "They often arrive carrying more than anyone can see." The room remained wonderfully still. The keeper never hurried his words. He allowed each sentence to settle gently into the quiet. "Everyone who finds this lighthouse believes they arrived by chance." A knowing smile appeared once more. "No one ever does." Outside, The beam of the lighthouse swept slowly across the sea, then across the cliffs, then across the night sky before beginning its patient journey again. The keeper stood. "If you're ready, I'd like to show you something." He picked up a small brass lantern. Its flame burned softly behind perfectly polished glass, not bright enough to dazzle, just bright enough to feel welcoming. He crossed the room toward an old oak door hidden behind one of the bookcases. Its brass handle had been worn smooth by countless gentle hands. As the door opened, a cool breath of air drifted into the room. Stone steps curved upward in a slow spiral. Lanterns rested within small alcoves carved into the wall. Their warm light stretched across each step, one by one, like stars guiding the way. The keeper looked back with another quiet smile. "Come. The library has been waiting."